friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be the Holy Grail makeup challenge, or I guess it's a tag. It's not really a challenge. I mean, I don't think it was a challenge. I feel like it was kind of easy just to figure out exactly what are my favorite products for every single category. It was, personally, I think it was easy. I'm actually really excited about this tag just because, you know, we do monthly favorites almost every single month, and it's just like it kind of gets to be really overwhelming, especially for like a viewer who just really wants to know what your favorite products are. It kind of just can be a little bit much, so I really feel like this gives us the opportunity to just let you guys know what are the real deal products, and I'm just excited to share mine with you guys. Not mine is not a word. Mine with you guys. So if you guys want to know what my Holy Grail products are, then please just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with face primer, and I do have a few face primers that I really like, and I use different face primers for different purposes. You know, I have hydrating ones, I have smoothing ones, I have, you know, mattifying ones, I have a whole bunch. But I have to say the one that I use the most and the one that I like the most is by Tarte, and it is the Clean Slate Timeless Primer. I only use this primer in my T-zone, just right where I have the biggest pores, and it is really mattifying as well, but it's also really soft to the touch, and I just love the way that foundation goes on over this primer. I would probably suggest, no, I mean not probably, obviously I would 100% suggest this primer over any other smoothing primer that I've personally tried. I feel like this one really does the job the best, and I just really have been loving this forever now. So that is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I just love the fact that this is in a jar. My nails are like always short now, so I like that a lot. I don't know, things like that just get me. I feel like the only difficult category for me in this entire tag was for foundation, and the reason for that is not because I have so many foundations that I just love so much. I feel like I just have so many foundations that I like them a lot, but no foundation that just like is everything to me, you know what I mean? But if I had to pick one that I've been using for the longest and that I reach for the most, and you know, when I know that I want like a flawless face and I want it to last all day, I feel like I reach for this foundation more than any other foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and mine is in the color 3.4. I love this foundation. It really is long lasting on my skin. I do have extremely oily skin, so I do have, you know, a couple of foundations that I feel like really last well on my skin, and I did just recently do a first impressions on the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, which I'll link down below. But I mean, I just recently did that video, I think less than a week ago, so there's no way that that's gonna make it into my video. But I just feel like I've been using this for the longest amount of time, and I always end up reaching for it, and it always looks good no matter what, and I really do like this. I am kind of going in the order that I would go if I was doing my makeup. So after foundation, I always do my eyebrows, and you guys already know what it is. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color Granite. I did try to switch it up. I tried to use the NYX Micro Brow, which I also like that too. I tried to use the new Benefit, that brow pencil that looks like a baton. The Goof Proof brow pencil. I tried to use that brow pencil, I didn't love it, and this one I just feel like it's the perfect consistency. It's the perfect shape. I love how it's like this fat angular shape. I just feel like it's so much easier to do my eyebrows. Doing my eyebrows is one of my least favorite things ever in makeup. I feel like it's too much pressure. Like, I can't work well under pressure, but with this pencil I just feel like it's so much easier, and you just can't go wrong. I love this. I had to take the cap off of this. I didn't lose it, I had to take it off because I kept opening this side and trying to do my brows, and it was just a hot mess. But I am just ride or die for this for sure. When I saw the original tag, I saw Jaclyn Hill do it, of course. I saw Makeup by Cheryl do it, and I think I saw Tarte do it as well, and a lot of them kind of skipped around. They didn't really you know, go through every single category, and I feel like if I'm gonna tell you guys my favorites, I'm gonna tell you guys my favorites from every single category. So we're gonna do everything we're gonna do it. So the next thing I want to talk about is eyeshadow primer, and I feel like I've used so many eyeshadow primers, but hands down this is my favorite one, and this is actually a lot of people's favorite ones. This is the Soft Ochre Prolongwear Paint Pot by MAC, and I use this almost every single time I do my makeup, and of course I used it today. Every time I do a cut crease, I use it to clean up the cut crease, and I just think it's perfect. I have really oily eyelids, just like I have a really oily face. But honestly, my eyelids, it's like even worse than my face. My eyelids are pretty disgusting. And I feel like this controls the oil so well. My eyeshadow never, ever budges when I'm wearing this. And it just lasts all day. And I mean, what else could you possibly want in an eyeshadow base? If you haven't tried this, you need to. So of course, after I prime my eyes, I'm gonna move on to my eyeshadow. And honestly, I feel like you would think that this would be so hard for me to pick an eyeshadow palette, and I feel like this was one of the first easiest things for me to pick, just because I know my favorite eyeshadow formula. The only problem was just which eyeshadow palette do I use the most, and honestly that wasn't even hard because it's this one. So the eyeshadow palette that I use the most, holy grail, I would use this over any eyeshadow palette in my collection any day of the week, is the Viseart 04 Dark Matte Eyeshadow Palette. You guys know I love I cannot open this. You guys know I love Viseart eyeshadows. It is my favorite formula of all time. I think it is so smooth, it is so buttery. Usually when I'm not filming, this is the palette that I always go for. It just has everything that I could ever want. It has the amazing eyeshadow formula, it has matte eyeshadows, and it has all these warm, delicious eyeshadows that I use on like a daily basis because I'm obsessed with warm eyeshadows. Clearly, I would bring this eyeshadow palette over any other eyeshadow palette any day of the week. I always know I'm gonna get an amazing look out of this, and I know it's kind of not, you know, a typical eyeshadow palette that you would think. You know, it's not like a neutral eyeshadow palette. I mean, it kind of is a little bit, not really that much at all, no. But I mean, it just screams Katie. So I love this. Hands down, my favorite eyeshadow palette that I own. Of course, after eyeshadow, you have to do liner. And again, really easy for me. The NYX Matte Liquid Liner is my favorite. It is matte, it is cheap, and it is black as can be. It's so easy to glide on. I honestly never mess up with, okay, let's stop being dramatic. Of course I mess up. I mess up my eyeliner like on a daily basis. But this is the easiest liquid liner. This is the easiest liner, period, that I've ever used. I was using gel for a little while. I actually used a gel liner today, and it's not even black. It's like a Bordeaux color. I was using gel liners for a while, and I just feel like liquid is just so much easier in my opinion. I think if you're just starting off, this eyeliner will definitely help you out. You will find your way with this. I can assure you it is so easy, so pigmented. And the thing I love the most about liquid liner is if you use glitters, you know that getting gel liner over glitter is like the bane of everybody's existence. It is so hard, and with liquid liner it's honestly just like one swipe, super opaque, and it's right over it. No problem. So I love this liner. It's like $6 at Ulta. Like, you cannot beat it. And a lot of the times NYX at Ulta is like buy one get one 50% off. I'm just saying. I do have another eyeliner that I want to talk about, and it is a pencil eyeliner. I actually don't have it with me because I ran out of it recently. Not even recently, I want to say like a month ago I ran out of it, and I just haven't repurchased it because I am crazy. But my favorite pencil liner of all time, no questions asked, you guys all know what it is, and if you don't, we need to sit down and have a real chat. My favorite liner is of course the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer. That is the creamiest formula, most pigmented. I can't even put into words how much I adore that eyeliner. It is everything to me. It is the best eyeliner I've ever tried, and honestly nothing compares to it. I'm just trying to go through a whole bunch of black eyeliners that I have. I just feel like if I buy that, I'm gonna be like stuck with all of these eyeliners that I'm not gonna use. So I'm gonna try to go through some of my liners, but I'm telling you it's difficult because none of them compare to the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer. After eyeliner, of course, you want to apply your mascara, and there's no doubt in my mind that my favorite mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is just a little baby size, but honestly I'm the type of person who doesn't even care about mascara because I put on falsies every single time I do my makeup anyway, so who really cares what my mascara is doing underneath them? Not me. But with that being said, of all the mascaras that I've ever tried, the Too Faced Better Than Sex, it works the best for my lashes, all three of them, you know? I just feel like with this, I can almost think about not putting on falsies. It has such a nice fat wand. Like, I love this wand, and it just gets every single little hair, and it lengthens and it volumizes, and I just like this a lot. So if you are looking for a good mascara, Too Faced Better Than Sex is where it's at. So of course I have to tell you guys my favorite falsies, although I feel like I really don't have to because I mean you guys probably know what they are by now. I am just so in love with these lashes. I wore these lashes on my wedding day and I just think they're amazing. So these are the Nubounsom Bella lashes, of course. They look a lot like Mykonos by Lily Lashes, which if you guys have ever seen them, they're incredible. But I feel like these are even more incredible, and if you use a discount code, you can get these for cheaper than the Lily Lashes. I'm just saying. I have a bazillion pairs and I will just always be stocked on them because anytime that I ever just want to be super glam, which is like daily basically, anytime that I just know that I want to look my best and I need to look incredible and I just want a really nice pair of lashes, this is always what I go for, and I never ever regret the decision. They look so good on. They're just incomparable to anything else. I just feel like these are incredible. They're so well made and they last me so many wears. These are mink, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but they last so long. I've had this one pack open for I don't even know how long. Well, since my wedding. And here we are 3 months later, so I'm just saying. So usually after my eyes are completely done, I move on to my concealer and just finish up my face makeup. So my favorite concealer, this also was kind of hard because, I mean, I haven't tried the Tarte Shape Tape concealer that everybody's obsessed with. So it's completely possible that I'll try that one and like that one better than the one that I'm going to mention today. But to be honest, I think this is my favorite concealer of my collection. I thought that I was going to mention the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but I'm actually not, and I'm going to tell you why. So my favorite concealer, Holy Grail, is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. Mine is in the color Medium Golden, and the reason that this is my favorite is because a little really does go a long way. I wouldn't say that this is full coverage, but I would say that it's medium buildable. I think you could definitely build it up to full coverage. I love how this feels going on the skin. It feels just like that Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's super hydrating and it just feels really nice. This concealer allows me to put it everywhere that I need to put it and then blend it out. I feel like the Urban Decay concealer sets way too quickly. Even though I do love that concealer, I feel like it sets so quickly and I feel like there's so much pressure on me to hurry up and put it on and then hurry up and blend it out, and I don't like that at all. I like to take my time, and I feel like this really lets me do that, and at the same time I feel like it moisturizes underneath my eyes, and I really like this. And I know that a lot of people are kind of mixed on this, but I really like it. So now of course for powder, I only powder in my T-zone wherever I put my concealer. You guys know this for the most part. I do not powder my entire face. So my favorite powder, I'm sure you guys think I'm gonna say the RCMA No Color Powder, but I'm not. So my favorite powder is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I went back to this just to kind of, you know, compare it to the RCMA No Color Powder, and I have to say I do like this more. I feel like the RCMA kind of makes me oily a little bit quicker than this one does, and on top of that, the RCMA has the worst packaging of all time. If there was an award for worst packaging of all time, I think I would nominate the RCMA No Color Powder, and I'd be really upset if it didn't win. This packaging is just super easy. You just open it up, dip your beauty blender in there, or you know, your brush, however you choose to set your face. I just think this makes my skin look so beautiful, and it keeps me matte all day, which is what I need. Lord knows it is what I need. So I think this is the best. I know almost every single person is mentioning this in this video, but it's for a good reason. It's great. I know some people didn't really mention a contouring powder or a contouring palette for that matter, but I am going to, because like I said, if I'm going to tell you guys my favorites, I'm going to tell you guys my favorites. So my favorite contour palette, you guys should know this. If you don't, I'm a little disappointed, but it's okay because I'm about to tell you. So this is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I love this contour palette. It is my favorite. You guys know this. It has been my favorite ever since I first tried it, I think. I am wearing this today. I always use medium contour to contour my cheekbones, and I use light contour to contour my nose. The only thing that I wish that this palette had was better shades up top. I hate this shade right here. I can't stand it. I think it's so unattractive. I don't think anybody actually uses this and enjoys it. Like, what is, I don't know. And then I feel like these two shades are just way too light for people of my skin tone. So if these were just like a little bit deeper, I think I would like this palette so much more, but I mean, I love it already, so whatever. My favorite bronzer of all time will come as no surprise because I pretty much use this bronzer in every single video ever. This is the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I did use this today to bronze up my skin. It is just the perfect color in my opinion. It's really warm, so if you don't like warm bronzers, you're not gonna like this, but I really like the way that warm bronzers look on my skin tone just because I'm a little bit deeper, so I feel like if I use anything but warm, it would look a little crazy. So I really like this, and on top of that, this smells so good. This smells amazing. Every time I put on my bronzer, I swear just like a drop of it falls in my mouth and I'm just like So I love this. I always take my MAC 135 brush and I just go all around my hairline and I actually kind of blend out my contour a little bit with it, and it just makes everything look so blended and warm and sun-kissed, and I love it so much. So next I would go in with blush, my favorite blush of all time. Again, I feel like this should be known. I did also use this on my wedding day. This is actually a limited edition blush, so I'm sorry, but it is my favorite. Like, I don't want to say something else is my favorite when this is really my favorite. Do you know what I mean? So this is MAC Hipness blush, and it was from the Wash and Dry collection. It is pink, which I feel like you wouldn't expect me to mention a pink blush because I almost never wear pink blush. But the reason I'm mentioning this one is because it is just my favorite blush. It works with everything in my opinion. I could have worn it today, but you know I didn't. I feel like it's pink, but there's just like a dash of apricot in there, so it's not too cool toned. It kind of plays up the best of both worlds, if you know what I'm saying. And it's deep enough that it shows up in my skin tone because I've had some blushes that make me look ashy and it's kind of disturbing, but this one is just the perfect shade for my skin tone. I love it. I wish this was permanent. You don't know how bad I wish this was permanent, but at the same time, I mean, I've never gone through a blush in my entire life, so okay, it's okay, I guess. So now my favorite part my all-time favorite highlighter. I feel like if I didn't have this product, I would have no clue what I would pick for this. Honestly, I would have no idea. I do have an all-time favorite highlighter, but the thing is, I kind of purchased it not that long ago. I want to say maybe a month ago. But I know for a fact this is my favorite highlighter. It's all I've been using since I purchased it. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you know what it is. Even if you follow me on YouTube, I feel like you need to know what it is. It is my all-time favorite, and there's just nothing, in my opinion, that comes close to this that I own, at least. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sweets, so this is one of the more recent ones. I still haven't picked up Moonchild. Still. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Apparently I'm waiting for something. This is what it looks like on the inside. This is the only color I use. I am obsessed with this shade. I don't even have a problem using the other colors. It's just that I love this shade so much. I just don't have the urge to use anything else but this shade. The shade is Butterscotch, by the way. And it is just the most perfect gold color in the history of mankind. I feel like in here it looks a little bit darker, but on my skin it is so metallic and bright and in your face and perfect. And I could not imagine a better highlight. I'm just so happy with this right now. I don't even want to try anything else. I just don't even want to. So that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sweets Glow Kit, aka the love of my life. Don't tell my husband. So when it comes to lips, this was again one of the easiest categories for me because I just have holy grail lip products that are my favorite, and I just love them more than anything else in my collection. So my favorite lip liner of all time is by ColourPop, and if you guys don't know what this is, I'm gonna feel a little hurt because I talk about it all the time. So this is the ColourPop Lippie pencil in the color Grunge, and I also wore this on my wedding day. Apparently I wore everything in this video on my wedding day, but wouldn't that make sense? I mean, if this is my holy grail makeup, of course I'm going to use most of it on my wedding day. So this is what it looks like right here. It is just the most perfect neutral color for my skin tone. It's not nude to the point where you can't see it. It's nude to the point where you can do an ombre lip kind of easily, and it gives my lips dimension, which is exactly what I look for in a lip pencil, of course. And the ColourPop Lippie pencils are so smooth and creamy. They don't skip on your lips, and they are $5, people. As for lipstick, my favorite lipstick of all time is actually by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is kind of funny actually because my favorite lipstick formula is definitely not Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's probably not even in my top 3, but this color is just so good. that I just love it more than anything in my collection at all. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Ashton. You guys already know the deal. I will post a lip swatch here of one that I posted on my Instagram. But it's the most perfect color for my skin tone. It is right here. It's just like a brown neutral color. On lighter skin tones it's gonna look more just like a warm brown, but on me it kind of just looks like a little bit of a deeper nude, and it just looks so good. I'm telling you, if you're my skin tone, actually I'm telling you, if you're a person who likes lipstick, you don't know, if you're a person period who has lips, even if you don't have lips, just you need it. You absolutely need it. It's the most beautiful color I've ever laid my eyes on. Another really easy category for me, you guys know I'm really not into lip gloss at all. I pretty much wear a matte liquid lipstick every single time I do my makeup. That's just how I am. I know a lot of people are really into gloss lately, and I can't get down with that. I'm really not into gloss. I feel like it's too much of a hassle. You put it on and then it like transfers and it gets all over the place, and it's a hassle, it bleeds, and like I can't be bothered with that. However, I do have a favorite lip gloss of all time, and I feel like you guys already know my favorite lip gloss formula, so I'm just gonna hit you with the color. So this is the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in the color Literally. It is right here. Don't mind this swatch. I was just swatching lip glosses, don't mind it. But this is literally right here. It is the most beautiful neutral shade. It works on every single skin tone. It will not look ashy on you if you're darker than me. It will not look crazy on you if you're lighter than me. Like, it will suit every single skin tone, and I just think this goes with every look you could possibly imagine. I love it so much. I do have the other glosses that she came out with, but Literally is still hands down my holy grail. Next we have setting spray. If you guys watch my channel, you know I almost never use setting spray, and I'm gonna tell you the reason for it, and I'm gonna sound really dumb when I say it, but I'm okay with that. The reason that I don't use setting spray almost ever is because I feel like when I use setting spray, which of course this is the one I'm gonna mention, but when I use setting spray, I feel like it gets in my hair and then it kind of shortens the life of my blowout, if that makes sense. I know that's really, really weird, but like, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's why. But if I was gonna use a setting spray, it would be this one. I know it's technically not used as a setting spray. This is technically not a setting spray. Fix Plus by MAC is not a setting spray. However, I feel like this just does what I need any setting spray to do. It just makes my makeup look kind of next level. If my makeup already looks good, I feel like when I spray Fix Plus on my face, not only does it intensify my highlight to like so next level, but it also just kind of meshes my makeup together and makes it look more like my skin, if that's even possible. If this could ever look like skin, Fix Plus will get you there. And if anybody asks me if I think setting sprays are necessary, I personally do not. I am super duper oily and I almost never wear setting spray, and I'm pretty okay with my makeup lasting, so that's just where I come from. Primer, definitely necessary, but this, not so much. Finally, the last thing is your Holy Grail fragrance, and I actually just recently found my Holy Grail fragrance. I think it was this year, actually. I know for sure that I did mention it in one of my favorites videos, and I am just like, this is everything to me. This is, if I could have a personal scent, not a personal scent, what is it called? A signature scent. I don't know what it's called because I don't have one of those. Clearly, this would be my signature scent. This is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. This is a very specific scent. Like, you need to really be into this scent to be into the scent, if that makes sense. It's very, very strong. I love strong scents, and it's kind of floral, but at the same time I feel like it's kind of musky. And like I said, I sprayed it earlier, so like I said, you really need to be into this to be into this. You will probably love this or hate this, but I love this so much. It's hands down my favorite perfume. So that is it for my Holy Grail makeup tag, and I feel like that was the longest tag of life, but those were all of my Holy Grail products. I really love every single thing that I spoke about today. You guys know, if you watch my videos, you know I talk about every single one of these products all the time. I love them, and they always work out for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, and if you guys do this tag, which I hope you do, I hope all of you do it, please leave your video down below because I would love to see it. I really would. I want to know what everybody's holy grail makeup products are. So I think that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and finally, really, because it's been I think 2 weeks since I've uploaded, but you know, it's been a rough month. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses.